So, I'm doing a video on my first hamster. I've never had a hamster before, but they are really cute. And before I got one, I did a good amount of research on them. And surprisingly, I got this little girl at PetSmart. As much as I didn't want to get a hamster at PetSmart, I looked at different pet shops. I knew I wanted a Syrian hamster, and I really like the long-haired ones because they're really, really cute. And so I did some research, and I actually made this cage. Let's see if I can turn this. A bin cage here. I made this cage for under $20. Believe it or not. That's a little better view. Let's see if I can get this down in here. And I got a bin from Target and got wire mesh from Home Depot. The bin was like $10. It's a big bin. It's one of the biggest they had. I don't remember the dimension, but it's suitable for one Syrian hamster. Anyway, let's see if I can get her to come over here. I've had her for less than 12 hours, and she's totally not what I expected her behavior to be. I expected her to be really shy and not social. See, when I mess with her food bowl, she usually comes over here, but she's really, really sleepy. Today she's been doing that. Like I said, I've had her less than 12 hours. I thought that she would probably just hide out all day long. I have made her a little hideout there with a tub that I got at the dollar store. Put some tissue paper and some hay. It's still winter here, so I put some warm things and some treats in there. And she had been sleeping in there for a couple of hours, and then I got this wheel from a friend of mine. I looked at several wheels, but none of them, I was really unhappy with the dimensions that that were at the pet stores. Anyway, and ever since I got this wheel, she just immediately ran on it just for an hour, and then she slept in it afterwards. And now she's sleeping by it, so she loves her wheel. This little blue tube here, or little tub here, I got at the dollar store. It's her potty box. She's already used it. Again, these hamsters were not tame. You can hear her eating back here. The food, the dish I had gotten for $2, that I got for about $7. I like the glass because they harbor less bacteria than plastic when it comes to eating and drinking. That's porcelain. And I found some toys for her. Some of them I made, most of them I made. And there's a little heart-shaped rock dish that she's been sitting on already. Again, less than 12 hours. You can get a good-sized hamster cage, or make a good-sized hamster cage and get all the essentials that you need for hamsters for fairly cheap. And this is a great big bin. I mean, I'm going to add another level. I've actually already made the other level, but I want to keep this a single level for right now until she gets used to me and my hands being in her cage and stuff. She is probably one of the cutest hamsters I think I've ever seen. And the sweetest. I had some issues getting her out of the box. She was really, really scared for me to pick her up, but she didn't bite me at all. She's been very curious, just unusual behavior, I feel like, for a new hamster. Just not what I expected. And again, the manager said that they weren't tame. She actually had a sister, and originally I had her and my sister because I felt bad for separating them since they were litter mates. But I again found that the sister was the alpha female. She went immediately into this box and would not let this gal in. I don't know what she's doing. She's so cute. She's just snuggling. And I immediately took her back because I had watched a video on YouTube from Aaron's Animals saying that even though Syrians are litter mates, it's still just not a good idea to have them together. So I took her back, no problems. I actually feel that this little girl is happier without her sister. She seems more content. And so thank you to Aaron's Animals for giving me heaps of information, useful information on hamsters and what to look for, what to get. Again, I went to several different pet stores. I went to a PetSmart here in Nashville, and I was appalled by the health of their hamsters. I saw 2 long-haired Syrians that I really liked, and I asked her if they had been, or had they had, or been around any hamsters that had wet tail, and she said yeah. And there were 2 of them in the tank, and then she said she pulled a few out because they had wet tail, and they were treating them with drops. And I could not believe what I was hearing. First of all, when you have hamsters with wet tail, you don't take a few out, the ones that treat them. You take them all out and treat them and clean the entire, everything that they've been around. I'm not a vet by any means, but I have taken microbiology and pathophysiology and know that bacteria coming out of the orifices like that is extremely contagious. And she goes, well, do you want to take a look at him? And I said, yeah, I'll look at him. And I looked at him, and of course, they had swollen anuses from straining and stuff, and one was worse than the other. And she goes, well, I'll just take this one out and treat it, and then you can buy the other one. And I said, I don't think so. I said, you need to take them both out and treat them and clean the cage entirely. And she just looked at me like, she was dumbfounded. So I was really put off by PetSmart. Petco is a lot cleaner, but they didn't have the ones that I wanted. I went to PetSmart in Smyrna, and the manager there was just a breath of fresh air. I saw her and her sister. They were completely healthy, had been treated with antibiotics for wet tail. They had them when they first got them, and she actually said that they had antibiotics, which you can treat the symptoms, but that doesn't kill the bacterial infection. It's just like Ebola. You can treat the symptoms, but you're not going to get rid of the virus, even though PI is not a virus, it's a bacteria. But still, I just couldn't believe how stupid people were who were working at these places. But this manager she knew exactly what she was talking about. Everything she said I liked. And I found this cute little girl here. She is just absolutely adorable. Sleepy. She ran in her wheel for an hour after I picked it up. And now she's so tired. She was sleeping in her wheel. It was really cute. And now she's sleeping next to it. Hey! I don't have a name for her yet, but I will have one. Hamster. Oh, big yawn. Oh, so tired. Just the cutest little girl I've ever seen in my life. So this makes a 5th addition to our animal family. 2 birds, Keiki and Liko, who are parakeets, Alaskan Malamute, Tango, and now a long-haired Syrian with no name yet, but we will have a name, I'm sure, when her little personality starts to come back out. But she's just as sweet as anything. Just has been so different than what I really expected. So, very curious and already starting to play with her toys and stuff. So, yeah, this is my first hamster. Like I said, I've done some research. If there's any improvements that you see, I'm open to comments, just not negative ones and not anything dodgy. So, yeah, thanks for watching.